Ladies and gentlemen, welcome you to the Tricky Triangle, race number 12 of the 2015 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series season. Before we continue, we'd like to take this moment to honor the IndyCar driver Justin Wilson, who passed away earlier this week, and after a tragic wreck right here at Pocono in the IndyCar race. Anyway, here for the Truck Series, it is the Pocono Mountains 125. Down below is your starting grid. And as you see, the number 33 of Austin Dillon will start on the pole. Last year's winner here at Pocono, Dillon, will lead us down to the green flag. On the outside pole is the number 29 of Brad Keselowski. Brad's teammate Tyler Reddick on the inside of row number 2, with Rookie of the Year contender Daniel Hamrick on the outside in the 14. Championship contenders on inside the top 5 in points on row 3, the number 4 of Eric Jones and the 88 of Matt Crafton. Running out your top 10, the 00 of Kevin Harvick, the 98 of Johnny Sauter, 31 of James Busher, and making his debut in the Truck Series today, the 51 of Ross Kenseth. As you are looking right now at the rest of your starting grid, right now, 11 races in, and we have Timothy Peters, 13 points on Tyler Reddick after Eldora. Peters got a nice top 5. Tyler Reddick started on the pole but did not get the finish he was hoping for. He's right now second in points. Third in points is Matt Crafton, 31 points behind. James Busher, fourth in points, 38 points behind. And running out your top 5 in points is Eric Jones, 42 points behind. This weekend is the action-packed weekend, the Truck Series and the Cup Series live from Pocono. But later on tonight, the NASCAR Xfinity Series from the Iowa Speedway, the U.S. Cellular 250. Anyway, that is all for the pre-race news. Let's send you down trackside so we can get the most famous words in all of motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the pace truck will lead the field onto the racetrack so they can complete their pace laps. Let's get you to the green flag for the Pocono Mountains 125. Okay. We are back, going green this time by for 20 laps of racing. Before we went to break, you saw on pit road when we were leaving, the 74 of Jordan Anderson did not get going, but he was able to refire that truck, and he is now rolling down into turn 3. Some different faces in the field. We have the number 94 truck driven by Timmy Hill in the J. Robertson Racing number 94 truck. Back here on the row 15, Tim Vines. Hold on, let me turn my volume down a little bit so I can hear myself. Tim Vines in the 03 truck from Mike Afrano. And running out the field, making his debut, as well as Ross Kenseth. Ross Kenseth is the number 1 of James Watson. James Watson is a driver from the ARCA Series, driving the 1 truck. Also in the field is the 21 truck of Brandon Figger, teammate to Spencer Gallagher, right now in the ARCA Racing Series. And also beside him is last year's ARCA champion Mason Mitchell, driving the 82 for Empire Racing. The 63 truck driven by Garrett Smithley. But up front, the 00 Kevin Harvick. But up front, Austin Dillon and Brad Keselowski, your front row, coming down in the green flag for 20 laps of racing. The Pocono Mountains 125 is underway here from Pocono. Racing down into turn 1, making it 3 wide is the number 4 of Eric Jones on the inside of Tyler Reddick. Keselowski does not get going on the outside lane, and here comes Jones on the inside with Kevin Harvick behind him, Matt Crafton in the middle of the 88. And we already have a crash back here, as that did not take long at all for a crash to happen in the back. Racing back to the line, Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick, Kevin Harvick, Matt Crafton. Here at Pocono is a track for the Truck Series that the draft can come into play. It will be like that as well next weekend at Michigan. Austin Dillon driving away, Eric Jones in the second place. Now we have the 00 of Kevin Harvick and James Busher in that 31. The inside lanes is the preferred lane when it comes to Pocono Raceway. Keselowski on the inside of Tyler Reddick. They almost made contact, but they keep their truck straight. And winning the race back to the line is last year's winner, Austin Dillon. But a caution is out for a crash back here in turn 1 involving James Watson, Mason Mitchell, Tyler Young, Garrett Smithley, Ray Black Jr. Looks like the major damage is on the 82 of Mason Mitchell. See some of the damage on the 82. Now, Actually, now from this end, it doesn't look bad. But Garrett Smithley, he does have some pretty good front-end damage on that Milton Brothers truck. That 63 truck, what a great run it had last week at Eldora with Bobby Pierce behind the wheel. I'm going to go back and see what happened to the truck as big stack up here. And right on the initial start, before they even entered turn 1, the 0-2 of Tyler Young turns the 82 of Mason Mitchell up in the outside wall, almost, and Garrett Smithley runs right in the back of Tyler Young in the 0-2. Corbin Forster gets by, Ryan Ellis gets by, so does Jennifer Jill Cobb, but Tim Vines and Norm Benning nowhere to go for James Swanson, Ray Black, and Jordan Anderson. They all pile in, but not sure if anybody really got major contact. But so they're all able to drive away. The 82 has some damage on the rear end, and the 63 has some damage on the front end, but not sure they'll be able to continue or they'll be able to go to the. We'll find out. The base truck is out. Austin Dillon is your leader, and we have trucks already on pit road. Let's see if any of them is going to go behind the wall, and two of them has James Swanson and Norm Benning are out the race early on here at Pocono. You can see some a lot of cloud cover right now. Garrett Smithley has took his truck behind the wall as well. So right now we have 3 trucks in the garage. Austin Dillon, your race leader. Back live here from the Pocono Raceway, going back green here with Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, Kevin Harvick, Matt Crafton, and Johnny Sauter, your top 5. Tyler Reddick, James Busher, Brad Keselowski, Daniel Hemrick, and Ross Kenseth, your top 10. John Hunter Nemechek, 11th, Cameron Haley with the new sponsor on board. He's running 12th, Timothy Peters, Bean Kennedy, and Justin Boston. John West Townley, Spencer Gallagher, Mason Mingus, Grant Enfinger, and Timmy Hill, your top 20. Corbin Forster, Jennifer Jill Cobb, Travis Popple, and Ryan Ellis, Jordan Anderson, Tim Vines, Ray Black Jr., Tyler Young, and Mason Mitchell remaining on track in the 82. There was some pretty big news from the KBM team earlier today as it was announced that Justin Boston will not be driving this 54 truck next weekend at Michigan. It was announced that Boston will actually be driving the 51 truck. That's normally driven by Daniel Suarez and Matt Tiff. Reason it is that Cody Coughlin will be making his Truck Series debut driving the 54 with Jags on board, and Boston will be driving the 51. Ross Kenseth making his truck debut right now, running 10th in the Dollar General Toyota. But up front, Austin Dillon near pole center, leading us back down to the green flag. Once again, he gets a pretty good job on the second place. Eric Jones. Now to the inside comes the 88 of Matt Crafton. And someone did not get going back here. Somebody slow back here. Is that the 8 of John Hunter Nemechek? Yes, it is. Trouble for the number 8 of John Hunter Nemechek. He is off pace and now has drifted outside the top 20. But looks like his truck is now getting back up to speed. But issues early on for John Hunter. Up front, Harvick was able to stay in front of Matt Crafton. Now, Crafton is back on attack from the 00 of Kevin Harvick. Eric Jones in second place, looking for his first win of the year. Austin Dillon looking for his first win of the year in the 2015 truck season. Crafton third, Harvick fourth, and battle for fifth place, Tyler Reddick trying to gain points on Timothy Peters in the championship right now and trying to get inside the top 5. It'll be Sauter, Keselowski, Hemrick, Busher, and Ross Kenseth. Then Bean Kennedy right now 11th. We got one truck almost near the inside wall there. That was the 74 of Jordan Anderson. Back up front, Bean Kennedy 11th. Cameron Haley, John West Townley, Spencer Gallagher, and Justin Boston. Right now, Timothy Peters 16th on track. Timmy Hill right now running 17th and right in front of Grant Enfinger. He drives for GMS Racing in the race, but Enfinger driving the 21 truck in a few races before the year is over. Right now trying to get 17th away from the 94. Running 18th is your 2003 champion Travis Quapple with the 2 rookies from SS Greenlight Racing, Ray Black Jr. and Corbin Forster making up your top 20. Mason Mingus right now gets by Forster. Now he drives to the back bumper of Black Jr., Tyler Young, Jordan Anderson, Ryan Ellis, and Jennifer Jill Cobb. Mason Mitchell, Tim Vines, and remember on the restart when the 8 truck had issues, John Hunter Nemechek. Well, John Hunter's been on and off pit road. He's now leaving pit road. And we got Ray Black in the wall. He got put in the wall by Mason Mingus. in that 15, but Black Jr. saves it. He hangs on as Peters down to the outside of Justin Boston, who's racing Spencer Gallagher now in the 23, trying to find Hunter, John Hunter. I think he's up here right behind Cameron Haley. Trying to restart John Hunter. Nemechek did not get going, and now he's running 29th, one lap down, making his 7th start of the year. Up front, Daniel Hemrick on the inside of Tyler Reddick. Harvick was able to get by. Also getting by is Brad Keselowski and Johnny Sauter, as Harvick's been drifting back, and Hemrick's in the wall. Daniel Hemrick is turned in the wall by his teammate James Busher, and now the 14, after a rough rookie year, he gets it refired, but can they keep running into the 14? They do. Daniel Hemrick's tough rookie season continues after contact with his teammate James Busher. Up front, Austin Dillon leading Matt Crafton in that 88 truck. Eric Jones, Johnny Sauter, and Brad Keselowski are top 5. Brad already has one win this year, coming at Kentucky 2 races ago. Racing back to Lon King, Crafton making a move down in turn 3. Crafton, he has one win this year, coming at Atlanta, the 2nd race of the year. Carlson comes out for Daniel Hemrick as Tim Vines is off pace in the 03 truck, and Daniel Hemrick access road coming to pit road, possibly a flat tire on the 14. Austin Dillon wins the race back to pit to the start and finish line, but a second caution comes out for Daniel Hemrick. Let's see how it happened as we are actually riding on board with the 14. Right here, he gets run into by his own teammate James Busher. We saw the same thing happen just about a lap earlier with Ray Black and Mason Mingus. They were able to hang on, but Daniel Hemrick gets put in the outside wall, bounces off the wall, and comes down and spins out. Very fortunately, though, he does not get run into by anybody, as you see Boston goes on the inside of him to get by. Same thing with Grant Enfinger, who he gets really loose trying to slow down and trying to find a place to go to get by the 14. He's already got his truck refired and jobbing to the inside. Smart move by Daniel Hemrick, but now he's on pit road in 28. Hopefully he'll be able to get out before the police truck comes around and laps him. Right now, Daniel Hemrick is right now 12th in points. At least he wants to at least try to be in the top 10 in points, as we are now past the halfway point in this race. Austin Dillon, your race leader. Going back green here with 7 to go. Austin Dillon's been out front for all 13 laps, but can he hang on for the final 7? While we were away under this caution flag, the 82 truck of Mason Mitchell has took his truck behind the wall. He will finish 29th. John Hunter Nemechek is still 1 lap down in 28th. And Daniel Hemrick is 27th. Last truck in the lead lap. He stayed on the lead lap. But now he's going to have to try to pick up as much spots as he can, as he was running solidly inside the top 10. Matt Crafton trying to gain points on Timothy Peters. Came into this race 31 points behind. Right now running 2nd. Eric Jones 42 points behind. Johnny Sauter 78 points behind. And then we got some Cup veterans like Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick. Keselowski has a Cup win here. Harvick has a truck win here back in 2011. Tyler Reddick running 7th. He's 13 points behind, but it looks like he could gain some points today. Nice run right now for Ross Kenseth, running 8th. Ben Kennedy up inside the top 10, along with James Busher. Busher is 38 points behind. Cameron Haley wrecked at Eldora. Right now, Haley is 11th at points, 82 points behind John West Townley, Spencer Gallagher, Timothy Peters, and Justin Boston. Timmy Hill, Grant Enfinger, Travis Quapple, Mason Mingus, and Ray Black Jr. top 20 as we're back on the way here. 7 to go, and Matt Crafton gets a great job on a 33. Crafton will need help. Drafting help from that form. Eric Jones, he makes a move to the inside. He dives low. Jones behind the 88 to the inside for the race lead. Matt Crafton on the inside. Canyon Tate will lead away with Jones pushing him down into turn 1. Dillon trying to fight back on the outside, but the 4 is behind the 88. The 98 trying to get up and help the 33 on the outside lane, but Crafton clears Austin Dillon, heading down into the what do you call this place? This corner. I forgot what you call this. Whatever. Anyway, Dillon hangs on to second. Eric Jones third. Brad Keselowski trying to get fourth away from Johnny Sauter. Kevin Harvick trying to get back up inside the top 5. He's on the inside line. Behind him is Ross Kenseth. The tunnel turn. That's what it is. He tunnel turned is turn 2. Couldn't remember that for some odd reason, but there we go. And anyway, Austin Dillon was able to get away from Eric Jones, but here he comes back to the inside, trying to get lead away from the number 88 of Matt Crafton. Austin Dillon second. Eric Jones trying to clear Sauter to run down the 33 and the 88. Sauter trying to fight back on the outside. Easy teammate to Matt Crafton. Now he dives to the inside. Johnny Sauter on the inside of Eric Jones. And Austin Dillon once again into the tunnel turn. He'll get by the 88 of Crafton as he's on the inside the prefer line here at Pocono. Cautions out once again as Ryan Ellis and Timothy Peters. Of all jobbers, the 17 has crashed. Timothy Peters is in the wall. They're racing back to the line. Should we not be able to go back green? Crafton and Dillon side by side. Who will be off turn number 3? Down the long front straightaway they go. Crafton fighting back on the outside, the door-to-door to the line. Matt Crafton at the line. He is the leader at the stripe. And should we not be able to go back green, Matt Crafton will be the winner of this race if we do not go back green. But the big story, although Ryan Ellis also involved in the number 28, Timothy Peters, your point leader, 3 wins this year, but he's on pit road, possibly going to the garage after heavy contact down in turn 1. Or off turn 1, and the 17 was off pace. Timothy Peters, see Spencer Gallagher goes, looks like Peters might have a tire going down or possibly a mechanical failure or something. Something was wrong with the 17. Looks like a tire going down. Might be out of it. Oh, right there, Ryan Ellis runs right into 17. It might be a motor issue or something because we saw Peters as he gets run into once again by Tim Vines. As he did not do a good job of avoiding the 17. We saw Peters, he was not picking up speed. I mean, he was dropping speed after speed, so makes me think that possibly a mechanical failure on the 17 of Timothy Peters. FC pit road is open. Matt Crafton, Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, Johnny Sauter, and Brad Keselowski are top 5. And because we were not green for a long time, Daniel Hemrick was only able to get up to the 22nd position. So Hemrick would really like to go back green. Not sure if time or the number of laps will allow it. Ellis has took his truck behind the wall, or will be doing that very soon. Here he goes. And Timothy Peters, in fact, Ellis will be able to finish it in front of Peters, meaning Peters will finish 28th today at Pocono. And guess what? We are going to have a 1-lap shootout, so don't cash a check yet for Matt Crafton. Austin Dillon, remember in the Xfinity race at Kentucky, Dillon started on the pole, leading every lap, but late in the race, Kevin Harvick got by, but a caution came out. We had a 1-lap shootout at Kentucky. Going down into turn 1, Dillon got by Harvick. That could happen again today. Austin Dillon won the pole, has led the most laps, got passed by Crafton late in the race. A late caution came out, Crafton out in front, Dillon second. Well, let's not forget about Eric Jones. Who does he help, or does he go for the win himself? What about Johnny Sauter? He just wants a nice finish. So that's all the 98 needs. Brad Keselowski getting some extra seat time right now, running 5th. Tyler Reddick, Kevin Harvick for Virginia Motorsports, Ross Kenseth making his debut, Ben Kennedy and Cameron Haley your top 10. Busher, Townley, Gallagher, Boston, Enfinger, Quapple, Mingus, Timmy Hill, Forster, Young, Anderson, Hemrick, Black Jr., Cobb, and Vines. John Hunter 1 lap down in 26th. Out the race are Ryan Ellis, Peters, Mitchell, Benning, Smithley, and James Swanson. 1 lap to go. No matter what happens, Matt Crafton will be getting a lot of points today on Timothy Peters, but can he get the win? He needs a great restart, but will he get it? The green flag is out. And Eric Jones got a great jump on Austin Dillon. He's looking low to the inside of Austin Dillon. Let's Dillon make a move and go for the win down in turn 1. Dillon runs a little higher, Crafton a little bit higher, or down in turn 1. Jones not able to get on the 33's bumper. Keselowski to the inside of Johnny Sauter. Matt Crafton leads off turn 1, heading down into the tunnel turn, which is where the 33 was able to make a move earlier. Down in the tunnel turn they go. Dillon right in the rear end of the idiot of Matt Crafton. Coming off turn 2 is still Crafton out in front. Before the caution came out, Crafton was able to hang on the outside lane and stay in front of Austin Dillon. Making away turn number 3. Off the final corner, down the long front straightaway at Pocono. It's going to be the 88 of Matt Crafton that will take the win. Mountain 125 at the Tricky Triangle. Matt Crafton, his first win at the Tricky Triangle, and does it in style, holding off the number 33 last year's winner, Austin Dillon. And Crafton will keep the trend going of different winners in the first 6 races here at Pocono. Elliott Sadler, Kevin Harvick, Joey Coulter, Ryan Blaney, Austin Dillon, and now Matt Crafton. Dillon second, Eric Jones, Johnny Sauter, and Brad Keselowski. But what a great points day for the 98, the 4, and especially that number 88. And how about Tyler Reddick? He is your new point leader after Timothy Peters will finish 28th. Great points day for James Busher. He'll gain some points. Finishes 11th. John West Townley, Justin Boston 14th, and Daniel Henrik, he finishes 22nd. Another tough day for the 14. Kevin Harvick, we expect a little bit more out of that number 7, out of the double 0. There's Eric Jones comes on 3rd, but it is Matt Crafton who is your winner in the Pocono Mountain 125. And take a look at your results. Ross Kenseth, first career truck star. He made his Xfinity debut at Chicago earlier this year. Got a top 10. Makes his truck debut this weekend. Finishes 9th. Cameron Haley, Busher, Townley, Gallagher, Boston, and Finger. Mingus, Quapple, Young, Timmy Hill, and Corbin Forster, your top 20. Tim Vines, last truck in the lead lap in 25th. John Hunter, 1 lap down. And here are the finishing results for the back half of the field. The 1 of James Swanson. Swanson making his truck debut in a early crash on lap number 1. Right before they even entered turn 1 is when the crash got started. His day ended early. That will do it for the Truck Series. Next weekend, the trucks will be at Michigan, and then Bristol, and then Canada for the NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series. Later on tonight will be the NASCAR Xfinity Series live from the Iowa Speedway, the US Cellular 250. That is where we'll be seeing Kenny Wallace make his final start in the NASCAR racing. And then tomorrow, we'll be right back here from Pocono for the NASCAR Spring Up Series. So we will see you tonight for the Iowa race. Congrats to Matt Crafton on his second win in 2015.